All right. Hello, everybody. We have here a game that I've been told by multiple people is the best game of the year, the best game of 2021. We're in November, end of November 2021 as I cast this. And you know what, guys? I don't know about that. Is it the best game? I haven't seen it. I haven't watched it. I purposefully have not watched this game. But so many people have said, this is an amazing one. We're casting this, of course, on my Saturday stream, my weekend. Every weekend I do best games of StarCraft, where I find the best games. We'll see if this holds up to the challenge. This is Liquid Clem and ShowTime over on the right. So the interesting thing about this whole proposition is this was not one person. I have a form, people submit tips to me and they go, did you see this game, Piggy? It was a really awesome match. It was really, really cool. And I'm like, okay, some of them are good, some of them are average, some of them there's one cool thing, but the rest of it is crap. I had at least 4, maybe 5 different people tip me off when I went through my little form. And at least 2 of those said best game of all time. Best game of the year. And I was like, whoa, high praise, buddy. So this was a single map, by the way. I think it was played in the EPT EU Weekly Tournament. I don't even care about the context. If I get a tip off about a specific map, we look at that as one game in isolation. We cast it, we laugh, we love, we live, and we see what the hell goes on. This is, of course, Team Liquid's Clem, as I said, big esports ShowTime, being a bit of a nuisance, damaging that Marine. Doesn't bother pulling another SCV, since the barracks was close to finishing anyway. Funny that he uses the low hit point SCV to chase that probe. And that's going to... Oh, is he not going to block? Oh, he waits to just when Clem was about to put it down. Clem's like, screw you, I'm not having this delayed, and just puts it off center. Because the most important thing here, remember, is, of course, get this finished so that this SCV can get back to safety if there's an early Adept coming. And it is indeed Cybercore going down before... Actually, wait. Nexus 35. Oh, it was Nexus before Cybercore. So Clem, seeing that early Nexus, he knows there's no real threat. So he can even skip the bunker here. He's going to go for a very early reactor, swap that over, and get 2 Hellions out. Maybe even more than that. Could, of course, go into a very fast medevac drop. There is a gas going down up there. And an Adept being built. ShowTime going to go Phoenix. Pretty good versus this. Could go an Oracle, of course, potentially. Oh, drill! Taste my drill. The SCV was about to drill the probe, so he tried to change directions there. But he does end up getting taken down. Nice job there. The SCV kind of shepherding the probe just closer to the Marine a tiny bit. All right, what do we got? Hellions on the way there. No starport just yet in base. That's because it's over here. Oh, quick medevac drop. If he just builds Phoenix and they're in position to shut this down, ShowTime, honestly, this is my favorite situation, is being in ShowTime's shoes, where a Terran's committing really hard to some reacted factory aggression, and you've got Phoenix, but it's Oracle. It's not Phoenix, and there's no shield batteries yet, which you really want against this. The shield battery in each base is huge because it takes 3 Hellions to one-shot probes. Is he going to recall that? Oh, no energy for recall, I think. Though I guess maybe because the Marines were there, he chose not to. Yeah, no, he'd already chrono boosted his Oracle, so he didn't have any energy for recall. So the Adept does go down, but he sees multiple Hellions and the factory still on the reactor. So you're going to see a very cautious ShowTime. He could leave the Oracle at home to defend. But it looks like he's just going to send that one across the map. Where's it queued to? Oh, no. It's just patrolling between the bases. Okay. So Adepts, Oracles, Phoenix on the way. 2 more gateways down. Now, in this scenario, there is an argument... Ooh. There's a bit of a hole there. There is an argument behind basically just going for a quick 3rd Nexus. So you know you're going to take some damage, but then at least you can replace it. And there's definitely an argument behind getting a shield battery. Oh, he sees it. So easy defense this should be. But I do like that Clem doesn't overcommit. Just keeps the Hellions alive for now. Oracle and the Phoenix will follow that. Cyclone Marines on the way behind this. And that starport already trying to float home across the map. Now keep in mind, this isn't the 1-base version of this. That's part of why the units were so ready and why it was so shut down, but it also means that's not as big of a commitment from Clem. Like, we've seen a lot of guys do that double gas 1-base opening into this where their command center starts at 3 minutes 30. This is a normal command center. And look at the work account. This looks totally fine for Clem. 3rd base is started here for ShowTime, obviously far ahead of time. Forge and Twilight goes down, and it looks like he's just going to stop at 3 Phoenix. And look at this, he's setting up a Ring of Vision to try and catch it. And guess what he doesn't see? The Hellions just drive out the base on the ground. Oracle going to pick off an SCV there. Oh, we would love to get the one in the command center, but being very cautious. There is a Cyclone there. 2, in fact, so it does make sense. Phoenix sees the Hellions up there, and he's like, oi! Oi, you cheeky bugger! He's going to kill one of them. Oh! He does Revelate 2. And that's going to drop. That's going to drop. He needs to use another lift. ShowTime's like, hey! Get over here! Charge +1. ShowTime is the master of Phoenix into Charge Lord Archon PvT. He is so good at it. He's playing against a 3 command center opening from Clem. So Clem did go 3 CC and double engineering bay into the 3 barracks. He's going to start medevac production now. I mean, this game's going to go long. And I think this is pretty good choice for Clem because he needs to be very defensive with his Widow Mines to withstand the big Zealot Archon attack that could come. And knowing ShowTime, there's 2 things I've been really critical of him for recently. Number 1 is not committing enough to his Zealot Archon attack, but that's a little more touch and go. I think most of the time it's the right call for him not to. The bigger one is he often goes double Robo Colossus afterwards, once he kind of gets through the mid game. And he has a point where he often has 4 Colossus and he could go kill his opponent, and ShowTime regularly misses that timing. And he, I think, feels like, oh, it's a bit of a gamble. I'd rather just defend and get a 4th and add my 2nd Forge. I look at it though, and I see games where ShowTime could be getting easier victories if he was more willing to go kill his opponent. But because he's so defensively minded, I mean, he's called Demour, the Wall, for a reason. He likes to defend. He likes to just let his opponents throw themselves at his wall. That's his natural state. That's why he was such a champion and such a bloody awesome player in 2016 when he was dominating the international scene along with Neeb. Back with the Mothership Core having its pylon overcharge, that was a ShowTime that was unstoppable. You look at the map pool back then as well, I think it was pretty good for Protoss. Pretty easy 3rd bases, not many pathways in, but he was really good in that matter. Guys, we've got Storm on the way, it's not ready just yet. And oh, the Hellion run by is going to be huge. He does have 2 Adepts still there though. Will that get in? The distraction on the left comes in and oh! They might have been able to drive through. The Adepts do deflect though. And this Phoenix going to finally get rid of this. Just 1 alien, not really a big threat. So the Oracle did tag this army, by the way. He sees him retreating. 1 Widow Mine gets left behind. It is in cannon range. ShowTime's going to pick that off with a Stalker. Armory's on the way there, so we can start 2-2. It's a bit of a delay, but that's okay. He's gone to those 3 commands and is so early. This is why Clem's being cautious, guys. Look at how slow his 4th and 5th barracks is. Look at the fact that he's going towards 2-2. He'll be dropping a Ghost Academy next as well. In just a moment. That should be going down any moment now. I'm kind of surprised it's not down already, but I guess he's still just hitting that SCV count. He's got a lot of gas floating. But that will get spent as he's just staying on 4 gases. Oracle over here. Nice tag. Tracking this army. Wants to just defend this 4th base. Got to watch out for Storm, does Clem. Oh! That's a good Storm. 30 damage. So 3 ticks to each of those medevacs. Of course, for those who don't know, Storm does 10 damage a tick. Actually, I think it might be 5. I think it's 10 damage a tick, though. So basically, it does 20 damage a second, but it actually ticks more frequently than that. So it does, I believe, 10 damage every half a second, or 5 damage every quarter of a second. Ghost Academy is on the way there as well. Observer's seeing so much. ShowTime's got all the vision and control in this game. And guys, you see that double Robo Colossus transition I was talking about. So I really feel he's going to have a maxed out 4 Colossus timing, and Clem's going to have like 3 Vikings at that point. If he just starts a Colossus right now, ShowTime could absolutely kill him a minute or 2 from now. Oracle goes down. Widow Mine gets a good little splashy there. Blink's coming in. Nice moves there from ShowTime. Stylish pickup there. Baits the Widow Mine shot and then goes forwards. Does only have 1 observer out that right side. Oh, Widow Mine drop in the left. So Widow Mine drop is one of those skills that is so important if you're going to be a macro PvT player. Always mix in Widow Mine drop. ShowTime! Oh no, he just lost his full Storm drop while busy microing against the Widow Mine on that side. Oh no, ShowTime. His Storm, that was his most important splash. I mean, don't get me wrong, he'll survive here just fine. But he goes from being in a sick position to being in a sickly position. Oh man, the Stalker's Blink's about to kick in. 6 seconds till Blink. 6 seconds. The Colossus working from the low ground. Phoenix doing a decent job, but they're going to die for this. The Stalker's Blink up. There's no way out for Clem. So Clem there got a bit excited after catching the prism and then throws his army away and basically puts the ball back in ShowTime's court. ShowTime's got a third Colossus on the way. If he builds a warp prism right now, he can go. And this is what I talk about, but he never builds that warp prism. He also is very light on getting pylons on the edges of the map for those forward warp-ins. And these are the things I'm really missing in ShowTime's mid to late game PvT. And don't get me wrong, guys, I've got to think pretty hard and long to find those things because his PvT is so friggin' sick. He's such a good player. The other thing is actually his observers. Notice how, if we look at ShowTime's vision, he's got a zealot there, an observer there, a zealot there. That's his only observer. Now, I was going to say he doesn't rebuild his observers for a long period, but he's actually rebuilding them this game, which gets me very excited. It's really important at this point where he's got map control to get some spotters on the edges, just some pylons will do, and then to get an observer or two down here and here to see when Clem moves out, kind of where his bases are set up, where his army is situated. Nonetheless, though, once again, guys, we've got a Clem with no Vikings who could get wiped by a big Colossus push, and it's Clem who's roaming the map like he's the aggressor. Like he's the one in the driver's seat. And this is the ShowTime conundrum. The man defends, the man does not move forward. And so Clem is allowed to move around the map in a way he would not be allowed to against Zest, against Trap. When you're behind on army against those guys, they dominate you. Oh, good EMP on the Stalkers. He's going to try and trade with those Stalkers, but the Storm added on top of that. And that's a pretty good fight there for ShowTime. Does lose quite a few Stalkers. Remember, Stalkers are very expensive units. We don't mind just picking off probes one at a time. This one Marine, the bravest soldier that ever was. Yeah, let's go! Oh, just literally ripped in half by a 9-foot tall alien. But, you know, he tried. He fought hard. Good on him. Bob the Brave, they call him. Not the most effective Terran soldier, but he stood his ground in the face of 9 warping in zealots, and that's Chad as fuck. 3 3s on the way. We've got 2-2 upgrades, DT Blink, Disruptor as well. Extra command centers coming on in. So, how many barracks is this? 8 barracks, 2 starports. I don't know where the extra starport is. I'm going to try and find that one. Am I blind? I'm blind. There it is. It's the earlier one that floated home. So 2 starports can build Vikings 4 at a time. Disruptor's now coming out. ShowTime still not really looking for any aggression. His Warp Prism coming out at 12 minutes as literally the cherry on top of his maxed out pie. Now he's got an observer there. Clem's going to spot that because he's an absolute Chad. He's going to see that. Will he though? Maybe, maybe not. +3 attack does start up. ShowTime's army, is it better or is it worse? You got to remember that the Zealots, the Stalkers are just worse than the Terran units. EMP just wrecks them, right? EMP, Stim Bio, just Colossus, Disruptor, and especially with the power of the Storm mixed in as well. That's what can make things very, very variable. Oh, Disruptor's left behind. Uh-oh, ShowTime. ShowTime left his Disruptors behind. That's no good. Okay, he realizes, brings them back. He's only got 5 Disruptors right now. Not the most massive count. Zealots on the left spotted by the factory. They will go in towards this base, but good defense. Bunker and a Widow Mine will be a fantastic beginning to the defense. Now, a cute little tidbit, guys. If you're worried about DTs, what you want to do is you want to build a bunker and completely surround it with buildings so there's no surface area. Oh my god, Disruptors at the front. They go down, as does a Colossus. And ShowTime. He should have known this army was here. Big Storm could catch Clem's move forward. Gets EMP'd though. And will dispatch of that High Templar with a lovely snipe. And we've got finally a Warp Prism in the bottom right side of the map ready to do some run-bys. 7 more gateways on the way. ShowTime about to go to 15 gateways. An accidental move forwards there. Very sloppy there for Clem. Now the Colossus will fall to the Vikings, but a good Storm there. Gets some great damage. He's got to bring the other High Templar forward. All the Ghosts died. So he's got 1 Colossus still up. I think he's still got 1 or 2 Storms in there. So a lot of Zealots warping. And remember, he's got 7 more gateways getting ready right now. It's actually a very tough position for Clem. I think he's gone too deep. He's going to lose that army if he doesn't get out of here right now. And the Bio here having a bit of a dance. Okay, the Bio moving back on the left. The army on the right. ShowTime defending. We've already got, by the way, guys, doubters in the Twitch chat watching this live saying, so game of the year? Seems kind of slow. And you know what, guys? I've got to agree. This is just a standard ShowTime macro game. He's weathering the storm. He's not letting Clem do anything to him. They're both macroing up. So far, We haven't seen fireworks, but who knows what's going to happen. DT's coming in. Watch out for the Widow Mine. Does get a great shot on some of them, but that's a dead planetary. That's a good snipe there for ShowTime. Immediately, replacement command center starts to lift over. He could have clicked on his command center. You can see he's splitting his DTs up, trying to cause as many problems as he can. Not the best focus on that. Liberator does come in on the backside. Advanced Ballistics, that is the Liberator range upgrade. That started up. Has not kicked in just yet. Big army moving down the left side. Now, this is a good mobile army for picking off economy. It can't really stand its ground and fight head-to-head because it's only the Disruptors. They're the only meat in this army. It's going to try and use Disruptors to help kill the repairing SCVs. We'll take those out, at least a few of them, but he's cornered himself, and that's really bad for ShowTime. ShowTime's going to lose this whole force. Quick recall does go down. Loses so many Disruptors, though. But DT's going in round 2! Round 2, and this time he will kill not only the replacement command center, but the other one that's building as well. And ShowTime messing up his main push there, but that was meant to distract his opponent, and it did. And that's why he was able to land that. Now, he's way too heavy on Stalkers right now. 23 Stalkers and only 2 Robos. At this point, you should be on 3 or 4 robotics facilities. ShowTime, a little low on that production, and so very slow to replace it. He's still got 3 High Templar, and they're all in his army now. So that's a lot of Storm available. Oh, he's got the DT flank ready. He's going to DT flank this army when the fight goes down. When the stutter step comes back in, they're going to get surrounded by DTs. You've got to be very careful here as Clem. DT is now running forward, thinking to hit this base one more time. They cannot shoot up, though. The Liberators, a very real problem. Units lost tab looking pretty even on both sides. Remember, this can turn south for either side very quickly. I'd love to see... Oh, the Disruptors are not in the right position. Unable to punish Clem for being so far out of the map. 4 Liberators building at a time. They do have Lib range as well. I'd like to see Tempest out next for ShowTime. That'll be the thing that'll allow him to pick off those Libs from out of range. Not a lot of them, just maybe 3 or 4. Not a huge number. Ghost coming in from behind. Disruptors gonna zone those. And that planetary there doing a very good job of defending, especially with the power of the range Libs. Another planetary in front of his third base. And look at that. Liberators here doing a very good job. That planetary will get focused down. Just going to rotate around to the left. Doesn't want to stand in those lib zones. DT is ready on the bottom right. He's going to go in one more time. I think it's enough DTs to snipe this base down. In the top left, he pulls back. And the DTs are actually going around. He saw the multiple libs and he said, screw that. Screw that. I'm not fighting to the libs. I'm going to go for the middle. And the Stalkers go in. They pick off one lib, but there's too many behind it. He's going to go for the middle base and he's going to get it. Oh, he's going to get it. No turret, no detection. But oh no, ShowTime's army walking into the Liberators. Meanwhile, Clem going for a giant counterattack. DTs are going to run in and take Clem to Dicktown, though. He's going to avoid the Libs one more time as ShowTime, but ShowTime's economy is going down. ShowTime's losing even more than Clem is losing on this side of the map. And ShowTime maybe needs to get more done here. The Liberator's a big problem for him right now. He has very few Stalkers. I was saying he had too few Stalkers. Well, now he needs even more of them. 3-3 upgrades on both sides. Oh, balls! Balls! Clem caught, looking away for a moment. That army does come back. He's going to grab the Nexus before he disengages. But ShowTime, he's building 2 more bases. One in the middle, one on the top left at the same moment. He's going to try and chase this army down. It's hard to do, though. DTs run in. A few of them die on the Liberators. High Templar, just stragglers left behind on the left side of this map. A little bit of a mistake, I believe. A few more probes do get caught there. ShowTime needs to hold down that probe key. He's only got 3 bases right now. And most of them are mined out. He's got to transfer workers. Whereas, how many orbitals do we have? 3 orbitals, but 4 more command centers. Clem has so many command centers, it feels like his economy is a bit more robust. Single Marine over there, but this is the real push right now. And he's going to try and pick off this planetary. He's got so many balls. He's going to force a nice repair. Balls on the right will push that army back. The Libs are pushing him back. This Lib's very scary units. That guy's still there. Liberator on the right side is ready right now to siege up that base, but it looks like it got a screwed up Q command and both players broke. ShowTime coming on in. He's looking for more balls, but he cannot stand in those lib zones. That Liberator will kill that. No, 2 hit points, barely survives. More probes. Okay, there we go. Zealot runs in over there. That Liberator is still being forgotten about in the top left. DT's on the left side. They could go in right now and deny this base, but ShowTime, you've got to go in there, mate. You've got to go in there right now. Wait, there's 2 Liberators. Never mind, I'm blind. I didn't see the lib zones. Shh. Shh, internet viewers. I'm excited. This game is getting hectic. Okay, the ball's here. But the Liberators are just zoning him out so well. He can't kill the bases anymore. ShowTime just has to rebuild his economy. And he's doing that rather slowly. He's got a base up there. He's got one up here. He's rebuilt this one. But he's got to actually get the probes count. And 6 probes building at a time right now. Ooh-wee. Okay, Stalkers, Colossus, Disruptors all coming on forwards. He's going to start to pick off these SCVs. Disruptors going in. Oh, that's a lot of repairing SCVs that go down. And this is great movement. DT's in the middle. This is exactly what you're supposed to do with ShowTime style. Pull his whole army over and then jump with the DTs. But Clem, with a big, swift hammer of terror and justice, jumps on top, kills all of those. The Stalkers and the Colossus go back in, though. The Libs moved out of position. And just one moment where you're out of position, you will lose that base. Ball's not really finding anything right now. He's got to throw balls just to zone this army away. Showtime's got to escape to the right. That's his only chance. Or recall. It's his only chance. Wait, he's got recall. Never mind, he's all good. 61 probes back up for Showtime, but he's down 50 army supply. Clem has such a better army right now, but the problem is that Showtime's kind of bounced back up, right? He's like a friggin' mole. It just keeps popping its head up everywhere he goes, and Clem needs to split off and actually kill the economy. So he's going to deny the base on the right. And guess what? Showtime using Disruptors on their own to defend, and unfortunately a Liberator hits the left, but he goes across the map. So Showtime is like, I'll kill your economy and I'll defend with Disruptors. And if you're microing at home, you're not microing the front. But those High Templar not used to storm there. Bit of a mistake for Showtime, who's losing tons of probes on the left side. He's sending Stalkers and probes over to that side to try and hold on. His army thinking of coming back to defend, but his Stalkers are not enough there. Oh no, he's going to lose even more probes. Showtime's economy is getting scrapped right now. Base on the right side will go down. Where'd the rest of that army go? Did I just miss some big balls? I think I just missed some big balls. I don't know where did Clem's army just go? This army was huge. This 20 minutes and 30 seconds. Remind me to go back to 20 minutes and check what happened to Clem's army, guys. I think he just took some balls to the face. I think he took some very big balls to the face. Oh my god, a crazy dive for Showtime. Mass Liberator revenge. Oh, the Stalkers, though, they can get out of there. He can get out of there. A few on the edge are going to go down. He's got to kill this planetary right now. And he will get it. He gets it. He's got to pull out of there, though. That's a lot of Liberators. Meanwhile, the balls. It's a ball nightmare. But guess what? No support for your balls equals I'm going to kick you in the nuts, says Clem. But a Zealot warp in. Disruptor there, preempting the drop. The Liberators here. Such an impotent army on its own because you've got to unsiege it. If he can blink on the Libs right here, he can kill so many of them. He's just going to kill the command center and pull back his Showtime. The SCVs with the repair. They keep it up. They keep it up. It's Showtime. He shift-clicked it. Oh no, he shift-clicked it and looked away. I'm pretty sure he clicked on that, said kill the command center and then move away. And then he looked elsewhere to macro, expecting the command center was going to die within the next second. He wasn't counting on that mass repair coming in so big, so he looked away, lost half of his Stalkers. A huge mistake for Showtime. And now, suddenly, we're in just a shit show. We are in a dirty, dirty shit show. The range lib is going to abuse that spot. Stalker's able to hit it 2 at a time. They will take it down. But it is, of course, a +2 Liberator, 2-shotting Stalkers at this point. Meanwhile, the mining is non-existent. Both players are dry right now. And Showtime, big ball! But he can't defend these libs. He's only got 8 Stalkers, guys. He can't even eat 1 or 2 of those lib zones or he'll just lose. He knows he's got to abandon this position and he has no mining. He has no mining. Look at the income tab, guys. Look at the income tab. And Clem, he gets a little bit of mining up right now, but that base is going down. He's got this base in the top left. Any mule he drops is huge. Nexus over here going to be rebuilt with his last minerals for Showtime. Zealots looking for the production. Army finds this last base. A brave move. Very brave move for Showtime. Oh, he's going to get the command center. He's going to get it. He's going to get out. No, once again, the mass repair saves a command center. Clem just hanging on by a couple of command centers. 3 orbitals and that 1 command center is all he's got in that regard. Big ball. Watch out, Mr. Marine. Mr. Marine does get clipped by that ball. Massive long distance mining. Oh my god, that's painful to watch. Disruptor's going to clear out this Widow Mine. Well done by Showtime. He's got to make sure he doesn't get caught by these libs. This base trying to land. How many libs is it, guys? 5 Liberators is not that many. 1 or 2 of these guys to the Stalkers. Could be game. Disruptor goes down. So it's a Disruptor for a lib in that trade. 7 Disruptors, 4 Liberators. These are the power units for both sides. Zealot's going to come in and find that base. Planetary trying to get up. If he gets the Planetary up, he's still in this game. Dropping triple mule will make up somewhat for that worker deficit. DTs, I think, would be fantastic at this point. Just to mix in there, because he can't really afford to scan things. Showtime finds another command center. Oh, this might just be checkmate. If he can kill 1 or 2 more command centers, Clem's pretty screwed. Clem's not even going to fight it. He just feels he can't fight the Disruptors. He's going to try and base trade this, but of course, Protoss has recall, and it is available. It's off cooldown right now. This army stimming on forwards towards this long-distance probe line. One orbital in the main, another one there. This main, unbreachable from that angle. He could maybe blink the high ground, but that'd be very dangerous. The Zealots can't get in there. Zealot Stalker coming in. Good Widow Mine takes out one of those. The Disruptors, though, he can A-move this and ball the SCVs. Balls! But uses a Disruptor. Doesn't take it out. Oh, no. Gets a few more of them. Oh, these Liberators. Okay, gets the Planetary. That's a big move for ShowTime. Is that worth losing all those units, though? I'm not sure. His only Nexus has gone down. His probes hiding on the left side of the map, cowering, going, this map is fucked, man. Glittering asses. More like, nah. Nah. That's the noise those probes are feeling on this map because they've been hunted all over this map. Good little army here. Not that much at home. The Liberators, I think, went up to the top left, so he needs to bring those back to defend the main base. I think this is a good move to try and break the production for ShowTime. Is it worth it, though? Should he maybe... He's killed all the command centers. Maybe he should just recall... Oh! Oh, Clem gets a Colossus and an Immortal! Because the balls aren't there! The balls aren't there! Ball's gone home! Oh, that Colossus and that Immortal were such important units because they were his 2 power units that do reliable damage. Disruptors ain't going to do shit. I think ShowTime might be dead. I think ShowTime might be dead, guys. Because Clem has a good flexible army. He's got a bunch of range Liberators. The only hope is that because he's got this base, maybe he can get a base up mining, right? Whereas there is no way there's a base mining for Clem. Clem is down to 2 orbital command centers. They're both hiding in the main. He's losing his last SCVs. So he's going to lose almost every SCV. This one's going a very, very full base trade mode. He's going to pick up and leave the main after just depowering. He's not going to focus on killing the tech. He's going to try and get back there. And you know what? Bio used his stim. It's very weak right now. Clem's going to try to come back. He's going to try to float out a command center and just keep that alive. And he's like, yeah, if we do that, we're fine. Oh, a Liberator! This spot got to be so annoying for ShowTime right now. He needs that base up. So he's got a Widow Mine and a Liberator causing a ruckus. His base is going to drop down. He's going to spam mules. That's what he'll use here. Stalkers are going to try and blink. Oh, he focuses on the probes. Chad Gamer Clem. Oh, no. You're kidding me! He can't reach it! He can't reach it from there or there! Oh, the checkmate Liberator. The checkmate range Liberator. Because he doesn't have a Stargate, guys. He lost his Stargate in the main. Oh, he's got a long distance mine. So ShowTime is... Okay, he's got enough money for another Nexus. And he's just mining from a few patches, even that Widow Mine. I remember Clem still has the better army. Clem still has a sick army. And he can just go kill this last bit of economy and win the game. Yeah, this is game. There's nothing that ShowTime can do. This was pretty awesome. ShowTime did a really good fight to keep this going. Okay, he's going to come around the top side. He's going to find a lot of these probes. They're going to evacuate and cancel the Nexus. ShowTime's really smart. ShowTime is very smart, guys. He knows his chance is in a base trade. If he can kill all the orbitals and make some DTs, that's his... okay, before he shows the DTs, though, he's got to kill the orbitals. There's 2 orbitals left. That's his only mobile detection. Oh, no, his Warp Prism's going to go down. That's a bummer. Yeah, Marine's got that. That should be dead. Good micro by Clem. If he finds this command center, that would be really big for ShowTime. He could clean that one up. But yeah, if he can get DTs, guys, and then kill the ghosts. The ghosts and the orbitals are the only mobile detection. Ghosts can EMP Dark Templar to reveal them. And the problem is there's 2 full energy ghosts, which means 4 EMPs right now. So that's going to be hard to get rid of. But killing a command center would be a very big win. He's got to get that below 500 hit points, which he can easily do here. If it's below 500, it'll burn down. But he's even going to kill it. Oh man, +3 Stalkers do 24 damage versus Armored. Ow. That's a lot of damage, dude. They do, of course, get +2 on each of those upgrades. Versus Armored, only +1 versus light units and non-armored units. This army's coming over. This is still a much better army for Clem than it is for ShowTime. It's just ShowTime has the power of balls. He's like, the power of balls compels you. Scan to kill an observer. Doesn't want to show his DTs yet, guys. He's got 2 DTs out. He's got enough money for 1 more and a Nexus down there. I mean, these Stalkers are so fragile. So the problem is, if Clem just splits his army and stims in from 2 or 3 sides, he just beats ShowTime's army here. He could actually pick up his whole army and drop it on top of ShowTime, and he still might be able to kill that army. Like, ShowTime actually has no damage. Clem's being a little cautious, though. Check it out, though. DT's going to find the economy. Back to 1 SCVs for you. Oh, he's trying to run. Run, little drilly boy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, there's a 9-foot tall fucking blur chasing after me, bro. Dude, there's a fucking giant. It's Predator. It's Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger Ghost comes along and says, get the fuck out of here, Predator. Starts chasing after him. Okay, so he's going to go after the DT, but the DT blinks away, so the DT doesn't die. And that then that will wear off and it will become cloaked again. Balls over here. Oh, he doesn't quite hit it. There's a DT working on his butt as well. Don't chase into the, no, he chased into the scan. Oh no, he blinked into the scan. Big mistake there from ShowTime. Oh, ShowTime! ShowTime just landed the ball. There's a reason he represents big esports, guys. Big esports is his team, and they support him because he's a big boy. Big balls, big. There was no reason for that to happen. Clem literally dropped the ball and ate ShowTime's ball to the face. Dude, ShowTime is wrecking him. He's wrecking him. And ShowTime's got some more mining up of this. No gas, unfortunately, for him, so all he can do is make Zealots off it. But dude, even Zealots is not bad. His Stalkers are too weak to fight the Lib. There's 2 Libs. They're inching forwards, man. Just keeps picking up and dropping, picking up and dropping, picking up and dropping. Oh my god. Clem's only got 2 Marauders left now. He's got 7 Marines and a Ghost elsewhere on the map. ShowTime's going to engage. Uh-oh, his Stalker's going down. Oh, the Zealot Disruptor chases through. No, don't lose these Stalkers, bro. He's got to get that Liberator before it escapes. He gets it. He gets it! ShowTime could win this game now. He's got this base up. He's making more Zealots. He's got a DT. It's his only DT, though. EMP or Scan could take care of that. He's going to blink past and go for the economy. Oh, shit. He's been spotted. He's done. Boom! That Dark Templar goes down. Oh, okay. Widowmine. This is that Widowmine from the top left of the map, guys. He just killed his own probes. He just killed some of his own probes as well. He was trying to shoot the thing, but his Disruptor wasn't close enough. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's only got 9 probes. He needs to mine some gas right now. Zealot's not the best unit here. He's only got 3 Stalkers. If those Stalkers die, he's screwed. So he needs to focus fire the Medivacs, I think, while the Zealots chase down the ground army. This is kind of dicey. He's trying to, like, bait Clem in. Clem's got so much healing, though. He doesn't care. Clem has so much healing that he does not care. And, okay, here we go. Go for it. ShowTime's got to go. He's got to defend this base. Oh, he got the Ghost. He got the Ghost. He got the Ghost. Another ball lands. And another Ghost bites the dust. Zealots find the mining base, which means no more Marine production for you. He's got 12 Marines on the map. 2 more about to pop out. So he's still got a good little army. But guess what? ShowTime has a shield battery. ShowTime has a shield battery. And he's got battery overcharge to help him defend now. He does lose another Zealot. The kiting is actually insane here. But ShowTime, he's got this base up. He's got the shield battery with 9 probes. His Zealots have just forced the lift on the final remaining command center of Clem. Oh! Clem realized he wasn't going to get the last shot. He picks up, but I actually think if he left them on the ground, he could have killed that Disruptor. It was 1 shot from death. Oh my god, this is so darn close. The Marines coming in. The battery overcharge needs to go down. He needs to use the battery overcharge right now. He's going to heal the Nexus. He doesn't heal the Nexus! He didn't heal the Nexus. He was trying to keep his units alive. These units just don't do damage. They just don't do damage. Stalkers picking off 1 or 2 Marines, but there's 10 Marines and they do so much damage. He's got to go back to long distance mining from this base. Okay, ShowTime has got to go back to long distance mining. Oh, he's going to pick off a medevac. Oh, he gets a medevac. Okay, nice moves, nice moves. Clem has no mining. Clem has 10 Marines, 3 medevacs. There's 3 Stalkers, 2 Zealots, and 4 Disruptors. Now, the Marines have mobility, but there's still 9 probes doing all that stuff. And oh! The orbital! He let it burn down! He just dropped it to scan over there. Did he kill another DT? I don't know if a DT came in or what, but he scanned there. It died. Oh, the balls! Balls! Oh, no! But wait, he lifted into the low hit point medevac. It was 2 shots from dying. He barely pulled that back from the Stalkers before it went down. The Zealots trying to micro their little hearts out. They got to keep these balls alive. The balls have got to run. The balls focus fire with the Stalkers. If he focus fires these Marines, he can actually do okay. He's going to have to fight with his probes. Oh, the probes not really coming in all together. 6 of them go down. He's down to just 3 probes, long distance mining. 4 Stalkers heavily wounded right now. He can't quite one-shot these Marines, guys. 4 times 16. I don't know what that is. I'm not good at numbers. It should be enough damage, but the medevac healing, I think, is allowing the Marines. They've got to be perfectly synced up if they want to one-shot these Marines. This is actually insane right now. These Marines, these 3 wounded medevacs, 7 Marines, 3 medevacs versus 4 Stalkers and 2 Disruptors. He's got a firm, big set of balls, but they're not able to land in these small scenarios. All they can do is force Clem to back off every now and then. The Stalkers, of course, have regenerating shields, but the medevac heals even during combat. And look at that, the Stalker's getting very low. He gets another Marine, and then he's just like, run. Just run up the ramp, bro. Use the Disruptor. Just he's got to let his shields regenerate. He's got to let his shields regenerate. Oh my God. Oh, he tries to get the medevac. Run, ShowTime. He's going to have to pull the boys. The Brobes have to fight. He's got to fight. Oh no, his Reddit point stalks. Clem's got it. If he can get these last 2 Stalkers, he wins the game. He gets the ball. He gets the ball. He gets 1. He gets 2. 2 balls down. 4 Marines versus 2 Stalkers. The Marines there with their insane DPS. He's going to be able to do it, I think. There's 2 probes. The last 2 probes. He sees him. Clem. He sees him. He sees him. And he's going after him. Those are the only chance. ShowTime has to build more units in this game. He keeps the probes alive. Meanwhile, remember, there's no command center. Clem cannot mine. If he can mine 10 more minerals, 2 returns of minerals, back to this natural nexus, he gets a Zealot. You add a Zealot plus 2 Stalkers, maybe you could do some stuff. Remember, these medevacs are very low as well. Stalkers do outrange Marines. The medevacs have so much energy, though. It's just impossible for these medevacs to run out of energy in this game, isn't it? Oh, great micro. Clem does need to kind of stim here, I think. Oh, this is wild. So Clem needs to eliminate the buildings, and ShowTime really would like to deliver some minerals so he can make a Zealot. This is amazing. ShowTime's like, okay, I've got to pull back and let my shields regenerate. No worries. This is actually so sick, guys. This is actually so sick. This is actually such a hard situation as well. Like, the Stalkers are such a fragile unit in terms of their damage output. But my God, both players are doing such a good job of handling this and keeping this down to the wire. If that Nexus goes down, he can't return minerals. So killing the Nexus is the same as killing the probes in terms of effectiveness. So he keeps pulling back the weak Marine. Clem here. Stalkers are too weak. Look at that. The Nexus is going to go down now. Oh, he's got to try to return these minerals mid-combat, but it's not going to work. So it's going to come down to 2 Stalkers versus the Marines. I think the trick here for ShowTime, if I were him, I'd run down here, blink up here, because that's out of Clem's vision. So if you blink here, you can hide there, wait for your shields, and then come in. You got to hit the medevacs, because the medevacs have unrenewable hit points. Now, technically, there are 2 SCVs that could repair them, but they're all the way on the other side of the map. And he's only got 28 minerals worth of repair, which means he could roughly repair 1 medevac from 1 hit point to full hit point. Because a medevac costs 100 minerals, 100 gas, it takes 25% of that to go from 1 hit point to full. The Nexus goes down. No more mining for ShowTime in this game. It is now just a battle of 2 Stalkers versus 4 Marines. And the problem ShowTime's having is he's fighting the Marines. He needs to land hits on the medevacs. He just lost irrecoverable hit points on that Stalker, guys. Clem, focus firing always. Now, check it out right now. The probes are searching to make sure Clem doesn't have a command center. That's what he's probably going to go do. But yeah, this is a situation where I do think that's the best tactic, guys. Blink up here. Yes, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Look at that. He's going to blink. Oh, shit. He's hiding the Stalkers. Oh, he's in there. Oh, Clem spotted him. Oh, no. That's really bad. Okay. But that's kind of what he needs. Because, like, running up a ramp where the Marines can shepherd in front of the medevacs is really bad for ShowTime. ShowTime only has 80 hit points to work with there that he can keep using like this. And those medevacs, they're just not going to run dry, man. Unless he can actually... Yeah, I feel like he needed 3 Stalkers to 2-shot the Marine before the healing kicks in. 2 Stalkers, it feels like he needs 3 or 4 volleys in a row on the same Marine to actually kill it because of the healing. This is really rough for him. It's going to be very, very rough. Clem here. These are the buildings. Now, obviously, there's a shield battery. So ShowTime can always fall back to the shield battery, and he can use that. Which means this might be a draw. Because as long as ShowTime doesn't lose his Stalkers, I'd love to see him run in there and see if he can get on it. But notice the way Clem is just guarding his medevacs. There's no way to flank the medevacs. No way at all. But yeah, if he pulls back to the shield battery, maybe you can't kill him at the shield battery because then the Stalkers can kind of stand their ground a bit more. I feel like Clem could still probably wear it down because he can kind of run the shield battery out of energy just with little skirmishes, and then he won't run out of energy nearly as fast because he's got 2 medevacs worth of healing, which can obviously heal an insane amount, by the way. They heal 4 life per 1 energy. So each medevac at max energy can heal 800 life. So you can heal 1600 hit points versus a full shield battery, which can only heal 300 shields. So it's obviously the shield battery heals a lot faster. But yeah, I would say Clem's favored in this situation. He's going to float some buildings across as he slowly eliminates these. Keep in mind as well that the Stalker's 80 shields, their renewable part of their armor, it's all only 1 armor, guys. So that first 80 shields is taking 8 damage a shot, and Marines shoot so fast. They shoot 2.5 times a second. So every second you're in combat with those Marines, each one is going to be doing just so much damage to you. It's like 25 damage or something crazy, 20 damage. So I really do think that Clem can just eliminate buildings and eventually win. The Stalker's coming around the vision. Clem, how are you going to go for the medevacs? Okay, gets a hit. Guys, those are the hits that can win him the game. Those are the hits that can win him the game. Pull back ShowTime. Don't even go for the Marines, bro. Don't even go for the Marines. He should just hide. Hide. Come around the right side. Come around the right side. He's got to come. If he comes in from that right side, I guess he might get cut off though. That's the problem, right? I'm like, yeah, you could kill a medevac. Yeah, but how do you get out, pig? How do you get out, pig? Oh, this game is insane. Oh my god. I don't even know what the fuck happens here other than ShowTime just hopes the medevacs get out of position. He's just fishing. Very, very patiently fishing. You imagine the nerves the players have playing this scenario? It's actually insane, dude. There's a lot of people in my Twitch chat right now saying it's a draw at best. I actually don't think so. The barracks are going to wall off the base a little bit. That's hilarious. Oh, he's blocking him from blinking back down. He's like, I'm going to block you in this base. ShowTime's like, ugh. I think there's no way ShowTime can win this game, of course. Best case for ShowTime is a draw. But for Clem, he can absolutely win this game. 2 Stalker hits to kill that medevac. 3 Stalker hits to kill this medevac. 5 Stalker shots. If he can get those on the right targets, he wins this game. He's trying to burn these buildings down right now. It's going to take him a while, though. This allows Clem to clear the rest of these buildings, start moving over here, and then start moving down here. The 2 probes are guarding the shield battery right now, which is a good choice. Probes will be worth a little bit more at that shield battery. More chances of them getting some hits off. Now, keep in mind, guys, when push comes to shove and the probes and SCVs fight, probes are doing 2 damage a hit to the Marines. And the Stalkers are obviously, I mean, their shields do take a bit of damage from the SCVs, but not too much. And oh, told you guys that repair would be big if he realized. Oh, my lord. That's his last mineral. But they're both almost full. And suddenly, it goes up to about 12 or 13 Stalker shots to kill those medevacs. That is absolutely massive. And a huge problem for ShowTime. His chances of forcing a draw in this game seem to be getting smaller. But what a game this has been. And remember, guys, remind me at the end, 20 minutes. I've got to go check what happened to Clem's army. I feel like we missed 1 or 2 balls in the middle area. That did keep ShowTime alive in this game. Oh, good Stalker micro. Stim Marines, though. Stim Marines, you know, Stalkers look untouchable versus non-Stim Marines, but Stim Marines, it's a different story. It is a different story indeed as these SCVs take their drill towards that gateway in the north. These other buildings going down. He's still stimming non-stop because, of course, these medevacs never going to run dry, healing just 4 Marines. ShowTime's going to try his hardest. He wants to force that draw, and why wouldn't you, bro? These games are some of the most fascinating because there's so many tiny details that you need to take into account. He's going to go for the medevac? No. Just running in, running out. Oh. Yeah, you want to try and shoot when your opponent's retreating if possible, like right there. But when they're stimming at you, you kind of want to just run back. Oh. And pretty good Stalker micro. It just feels like there is just not much you can do with that Yet another base goes down. The SCVs and the Marines moving to the left side. The barracks, the buildings, just going to be spotting there. And it's just a clear, methodical cleanup. All right, let's fast forward and see where this goes, guys. Obviously, we are having the credit of watching this on a replay. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. Okay. Now, how do you get across? How do you get across here as Clem? He's just going to push. Oh, SCV! Oh. ShowTime's like, give me a kill, dude. Come on, bro. Give me a kill, man. He has to blink back because otherwise his shield regen gets interrupted. Remember, any damage taken interrupts the shield regen. ShowTime, he's going to try and get a few more hits on this. As I said earlier, the medevacs are the thing you really want to land hits on. He's got to try to come in from the flank. He's got to go. Medevacs are in the open there. I think ShowTime's got to be a little bit more in the face because he's got so few units left. The problem here is the damage output, guys. When it comes to you both have healing, it's the damage output that matters. And Clem has the damage output. Yes, he does. The shield battery will not be enough here. Even with the focus fire, he hot pickups. He picks up the Marines. He's not even going to be able to kill a single Marine. Oh, Clem, he just focuses the battery. He does finally lose one Marine there. Oh, the SCV's getting a little low, but these are the last two buildings, remember. ShowTime needs to finish the units because he can't just pull back and disengage. He'll lose those last buildings. Stalker's in the open, and he does... No, he gets dodged. Clem, projectile dodger Clem, gets the checkmate. 45 minutes of pure madness. Oh my god, that was legendary. Okay, guys, I don't know if this was the best game of the year, but it's definitely on the short list. I mean, I don't know. I would have to have my memory refreshed to know who it's kind of compared with. But yeah, it would definitely be on the short list. You know what, guys? Maybe this army was just not as big as I thought because so much of it was Liberators. And he did take 2 Disruptors here. We did see these ones, remember? So he did take that. That was the big shot, which we actually caught that on camera, but then he sends all the Libs home, which is why this army looks so small after that little engage. So when I came back and looked at this, I was like, hey, where'd the rest of the army go, you know? But it was actually just mostly flying units anyway. Oh, GG, guys. What a spectacular game. And just what a wild falling apart of everything on the sides of both players. I mean, the DTs were insane. The Liberator Widowmine defense was so sick. And I've talked a lot about how Liberators and Widowmines, as comboed up, defends Dark Templar so well. Defends Stalker Dive so well. And it's so good to see Clem getting so good at that setup. He made it much harder for ShowTime to base trade and to clean up his economy than it would be for a lot of other situations. And some delicious play. Of course, chat also is pointing out that apparently there's one big disruptor hit. Maybe about 23:15 is what we've been told. All the ghosts die to a disruptor. He loses a lot of bio there. Oh, that was a really good shot, wasn't it? Oh, okay, yep, very good. The way he splits off the disruptors to try and get those on you while you're distracted, while he dives around. Really great moves by ShowTime in this game. GG, well played. This was awesome. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate the love. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye and good night.